Let's start the chapter. Okay, in this chapter, we're basically going to talk about cross communication culture. Very interesting subject to look at it seriously because of the what we are here in Canada is a very diverse country with a lots of nations with a different background and culture. The learning objective is explain why effective cross-cultural communication is important for today business. Describe the three major factors that influence the country and the region culture. Describe the cultural differences regarding the body positions and movement and apply this knowledge to when you're communicating cross culture. We will also describe the impact of the culture on views and practice concerns, human relationships, and apply this knowledge when you're communicating cross cultures. Describe the language that can cause a trouble for non-native speakers, and describe why to prepare for effective cross-cultural communication. During my life, I've been traveling a lot, so I have so many examples of this cross-cultural communication and different language. I spoke so far 6 languages, and they are not similar. There is lots of some common things, but they are not similar. So there is different meaning for the same word sometimes. Uh, so here the communication is the key to any global business. Now, global connections, digital around the world is in 1990. The total population, it is 7.76 billion people, 56 of them urbanized or they're in urbanizations. In the mobile, unique mobile users are 5.1 billions. Internet users are 4.3 billions. Active social media users is 3.4 billions or 45%. And mobile social media users, it's a 3.2 or 3.3, which is 42%, 3.2 billion people. So there is a huge global connection around the world. The internet is accelerating the global connections. That's in 1919, in 2019, more than 1 out of every 2 people across the global was a regular internet user. Now let's make this call. Technology ease of the travels and business alliance are reducing the difference between culture. Is that true or not? What are the positive and negative of this situation? How are your thoughts? How are your thoughts on this topic? Let me know to affect your cross-cultural behavior. Okay. Major factor affecting culture: geography, where are you, locations, history, and religion. And we can talk about each one separately. Now, the tech challenge, here's the situation that you probably need to read it and let me know your answers. And these are the answers here, the questions, and let me know how you're gonna go around to answer these challenging, the tech challenge that you have. Views of a human relations. There is certain time, there is a certain space, there is a frankness, politeness, social hierarchies, workplace values, expression of emotion, and we can talk about each one of them separately. I can check each other cultures too. Here you make this call. There can be a several different generation in the workplace also. See, it's not only different culture generations also that working together. How might the definition of work ethics be affected by the person age? How could it be affected by other aspects of the culture? Let's look at this language substitutions and read this and come up with some suggestion how we're gonna do revise this sentence to get rid of the two-word verbs and idiomatic expression that might be difficult for non-native speakers. Now, there is some cross-cultural communication advice when you're leaving to meet somebody in a different country or you meet working with certain culture, try to do some research. Know yourself and your company. Be aware of stereotypes and adapt you to your audience and be open to change. Here is a suggestion that you might be able to contribute or not. You are going to work on an advertising campaign for a travel agencies in Thailand. What information about Thai culture would be helpful to know before you meet your client in a person for the first time? You can make this call stereotyping affecting people's view of those who are in their own country as well. What comes to mind when you think of Vancouverist? How about when you think of someone from Montreal? What impression comes to your mind when you think of someone from North? The Maritimes and what factors have given rise to our national stereotypes. Let's play the money balls and the movie if we have time. Adapt your English. Write and or talk simply. Avoid slang or exclusive lingo. Ask open and clear questions and confirm your understanding. This is how you adapt your English to need to. Be sure you send accurate signals, whether the face signals, face expression, body expression, or even when you're speaking to someone. Thank you.